5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside you.
All right, what up, people?
Hey.
This is the Bad Boy Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. We in the place again. You feel me? Miles, what's poppin'? What's going on?
What's up, man? Yo. Good job holding it down last week, son.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? I listened to the show. It was a hot show. You feel me?
You know, we had to make it happen. You feel me? Because, Miles is, he making so much money and shit. You know what I'm saying? He blowing up. So,
Yeah.
so
I'm in the bank.
Exactly. So that's how that goes. You feel me?
Niggas on the run eating for real.
Exactly. So today, we're going to be talking about cuffing season, okay? Because, when it gets cold, when it gets, that time of year, especially around the holidays, people want to get together because they're lonely and, they want somebody to provide them that happiness, even though no one can make you happy. That's the paradox. You feel me? So you gotta understand what it is, man. But anyway, before we get into all that, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna get into some news. You guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.
All right, we are back. We are back on the Bad Boy Show.
Yep.
So there's been some weird shit in the news, man. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Because Miles, you were sending me all this stuff. I was like, what the hell's going on with this shit? Like, what's wrong with life? Why are people existing right now? I don't get it, man. This is crazy. So anyway, we got a lot of stories. So first one, there was a man who killed his wife. Then he led it was like a police chase that was 30 miles long. And then it ended up where he crashed into a gas station and his car, blew up. It got on fire. You feel me? And I think he still survived too. I think he survived. He got out and he was trying to, I guess, run away or run at the cops, and the cops jumped him, and so that was that. So you feel what I'm saying? But when you hear stories like this, you think, why are you going through all of that, man? Just like if it's that bad, just leave your wife, son. You feel what I'm saying? Like, be like, yo, I can't do this no more. I'm done. Like, I'm gone. You know what I mean? Like, why go through all the killing the wife and then you got to run from the police and like, I don't understand the point of people doing this shit. I just don't get it. But anyway, what do you think about this, Miles? 'Cause I don't get this shit, man. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on with this shit, man. But yeah, people always, doing that bullshit. Miles, you online? You on the line? Miles, you still there?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I thought you was dead or something. What happened?
No.
I thought you went out to kill your wife or something. What's going on? But,
No, my bad.
no, but what you thought when you saw this story? What the hell was like with this guy killing his wife?
The first thing when I first saw the story, because they had a video, right? They had a video showing this dude. So he killed his wife and attempted to kill his daughter.
Right.
And the video shows him crashing into the pump at the gas station and the shit catching on fire.
Right.
And after he crashes through the pump, he runs into another car. So he basically gets like stopped by that car. Then the cop comes up to the car, and then he moves over to the passenger side, jumps out the car, and starts running towards the cop.
Right.
Now the cop came to the car with the gun in his hand, pointed at the car. Nigga jumped out the car, right? Ran towards the cop. Now he had his hands out, showing, he made it. I guess you could see that he had no gun,
Right.
but he was running towards the cop. Now, and on top of that, they just explained that this nigga just killed his wife. So you're dealing with somebody who is capable of killing. So I'm thinking to myself, they're about to shoot this dude, right?
Right.
The dude tackles the cop, and then a bunch of other cops come to help out the cop that he tackled. Now I'm watching the video. I didn't get a clear vision of the dude, but I was like, wow, that's because I thought the dude was black. The whole time I'm watching, I thought the guy was black for whatever reason.
Right.
Because I'm watching the video, and he just looked like a light-skinned black dude. I couldn't really tell what he was because the perspective of the video is you see him from the back. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so there was nothing to really tell you what race he was. But for whatever reason, I just thought the dude was black.
Right.
And maybe because the media has trained me that, niggas is running around killing their wives and shit. Trained me to believe that whenever it's something horrible, it's always a black person.
Right.
So I was like, wow, when I saw that he ran towards the cop, even though the cop had the gun out, he didn't kill him. I said, wow, maybe these cops are really trying these days to not kill niggas for no reason. You feel me?
Right.
Son, come to find out, the nigga was white, son.
Oh, he was white? Oh, you
white,
see?
Son.
You see?
And I'm like, for a second I was trying to feel good about, maybe these cops are trying. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But I came to find out the nigga was white, son.
You see, we got to give a hand clap to all the white people who just live in this privileged reality.
What? Yo. The amount of videos we saw this year of black people doing absolutely nothing.
Right.
And getting shot. Like, niggas just standing in one spot and getting shot. Like, niggas sitting in the car with his girl and his kid getting shot.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, niggas just minding their business, getting shot.
Right. And then this dude freaking kills his wife.
He's running, like he just killed his wife.
Right.
That shit is documented. Like, because when they put out the APB for the cops to go get somebody, they let you know, like, oh, this person is considered, dangerous or armed and dangerous, or and you know what I'm saying? If he just killed somebody, he's at least considered to be dangerous and violent if he doesn't have a weapon. You understand?
Right.
So they always explain that type of shit. But because he's white, you don't shoot this nigga, even though he's running at you.
Mm-hmm.
He's running at, he's not just like walking to you with his hands up. No. He's you go check the video. It's on WorldStar, or you probably catch it on whatever. But the nigga's running at the nigga, then tackles the nigga, son.
Right.
So he could be coming at the cop to tackle him, to take his gun from him, to kill him, or he probably knows some death grip move to fuck his ass up. Could be an ex-military nigga.
Right.
In that situation, there's a reason to shoot the nigga. You understand what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
Whether he was black or white and he got shot, I would have been like, hey, he was running towards the cops. You don't do that. Like, you're supposed to get shot. I would have shot your ass no matter what color you was.
Right.
But when I found out that the nigga was white, I was like, you see?
Mm-hmm.
You see?
It's like they know how to do their job when it's a white boy. They're like,
Exactly. They remember all of the safety protocols when it's a fucking white person. You understand? Mm-hmm. Fucking horrible. But that's my whole take on it. Like, I'm sorry to, he killed his wife. He cut up his daughter because I think he tried to kill the daughter, but they say she had cuts on her arms because she was trying to block the blows of the knife. You understand? And I think the son came home and heard a whole bunch of commotion, and then he called the cops.
Right.
So, I'm sorry to boil it all down to just a race thing. His family, he killed his family, basically. He fucked that whole situation up and whatever. So, condolences and all that shit. But it's just fucked up at the end of the day when a man who's considered dangerous and he's rushing at the cops, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it was a dog, the dog would have got killed.
Right.
If it was a nigga, a black person, that person would have got killed.
Right. But now, see, I'm telling you.
Nothing. Like, he literally let him tackle him, my nigga. Like he tackled him and slammed him into the police car because when he came out the car, it's straight line to the police car. So he ran towards him and tackled him and slammed him into the police car. And then they showed you the other cops come to try to help the nigga.
Right. That's what happens, man.
Wow.
That's what happens when you're white, man, It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's friggin' crazy, man. So, you know, it is what it is. That's
and in the essence of the fact that, you know, the basic topic or the basic theme of the show is dating and relationship. Shit is crazy, son. You know, killing their wives and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know? There was another story, I don't even think is on the list, about a dude. He asked the girl to marry him.
Mm-hmm.
And she said no, and he killed her.
Oh, right. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, there was this dude.
It happened earlier this week. Yeah.
Right. He freaking shot her, and I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I think this dude was a war veteran or some shit.
Right. And see, this is why you guys need to, you know, I was doing a radio interview the other day, and I was saying that, you know, when dudes are simping and dudes have that energy of like, you know, a woman is my whole world and I can't live without you and all that shit is dangerous. You feel what I'm saying?
Very dangerous.
You end up doing some bullshit. You feel me? So like, y'all gotta understand this shit, man. Like, don't get caught out there like these motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's crazy. Right. It's crazy. But anyway, in other news, another cop fuckery. There was another story of a woman. She was outraged that it was a St. Louis police officer who took a picture with her dead son, and he was smiling in the picture with like he had his thumb was up, like, you know, he was giving like the okay look, the thumbs up sign, and smiling. Yep. And he was like he was like holding the dead son's arm or something and smiling. So, and the dead son was a black dude and the cop was a white guy. You know what I'm saying? Just to put it in the, you know, the racial context, because we got to do that. You understand what I'm saying? To perpetuate the racism and all that other stuff. But anyway, you know, but it was crazy because it's like the dude was smiling like he found like a fuck. You know when people go out and they kill a deer and they fucking take a picture and they smiling with the deer and shit, or they smiling with like some big ass fish they caught in the fucking ocean. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like that's how the shit looked. You feel me? And so I'm watching the news story, and all I kept hearing was they was like, oh well, you know, this is bad, and you know that picture should have never gotten out. So it was like they kept emphasizing the fact that the picture shouldn't have got out, but they weren't emphasizing that much about how fucked up it is that he was taking a picture smiling.
But he would do that shit.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was like, well, the picture shouldn't have got out there. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they caught the racism. It wasn't supposed to, you weren't supposed to see the racism. That was just supposed to be a joke between the cops and the rest of us. You know, like what kind of shit is that? Like, I was like, God damn. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Well, like, one thing I'll say, you know, in defense of like study cops, is that, you know, sometimes, you know, as a person, like, you know, if you do a job long enough, you start to like get a sort of like, you know, you get desensitized to the seriousness of it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So sometimes you know, you're doing your job, and you know, as a coping mechanism, you might like have a weird sense of humor towards whatever it is you're doing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm still not giving them an excuse, but what I am saying is that like something like that, like, you know, for me personally, it's not impossible for me to understand, you know, how they might find a situation like that humorous. You understand what I'm saying?
Like when the person is nervous and they joking and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like a coping mechanism more than like, I don't think personally he was saying, oh, I'm glad to see some black kids. You understand? But it's more like, yo, I've fucking seen like 6 dead bodies this week, you know, and I because he had gloves on in the picture. So he would probably get ready, like, you know, pick up the body and take it to the shit like that. So it's probably because in times like that, it's like them niggas come up with like contests, be like, yo, you know, let's see who gets the most dead bodies by the end of the week type of shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, but that's the only way I could give any type of like excuse to the situation. But other than that, like, I do understand how the mom feels, because it's like, yo, like, my son is dead and you're standing over him giving the thumbs up. That shit is really crazy. And then the fact that the dude, you know, the guy with the thumbs up is a white guy and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we're at the heights of all this, cops. It's tough.
Right.
It's tough.
No, it's true. It's fucking crazy, man. It's a crazy world we living in, people. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so in other news, Mariah Carey.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, this woman. She said she was dating. I don't even know the guy's name. Like this some dude she was messing with. And
he's an Australian billionaire. I don't know his fucking name either.
Right. So they were supposed to get married, right? Is that what it was?
They were supposed to they got engaged in February, I think.
Right. And
they
So you're saying they were supposed to get married in February? Yeah, okay. You're supposed to get married in February?
No. They were dating since like last year, but they got engaged February of this year. Like kind of like a couple of months after Nick Cannon dumped her.
Right.
She got she started seeing this billionaire dude, this Australian billionaire guy, the guy we're talking about now.
Right.
And they got engaged in February, and then within the last couple of months, he called off the wedding because he said she's crazy as far as like the way she likes to spend money.
Wow.
Yeah. Like one example of what she likes to do is she likes to pay for a private like flower service to send her exotic flowers to wherever she's at.
Oh my God.
So like say she's going to a hotel, in Vegas because she's doing a show out there.
Right.
She has like the company or whatever floral company send her some exotic roses from somewhere in Malaysia or Fiji or some shit. Like some, flowers that only grow in those parts of the world or something.
Right.
And they get hand delivered to her hotel room. So when she comes back in her hotel room, she gets to, experience the flowers and shit. So you can imagine how much this shit costs. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I remember reading shit about her where back in the day when she was doing her shit as a recording artist. Like how you remember what they call a writer?
Right. When you need when you ask for certain things in your dressing room and all that other shit.
Right, yeah, you get certain particular things in your dressing room, and it's money that kind of has to be spent from the record label because the record label is not giving you that money, so you have to like figure out ways to spend the money. You understand?
Right.
So she would ask for like the room to be filled with that and shit, and they all have to be the same color and from the same company, and shit like that, like stupid shit, like a bowl of. So niggas got to open up packages of M&Ms and get rid of all the other colors and leave only the red M&Ms and shit, like
all that dumb
just stupid shit like that. And so she's like that. So it seems like she's like her personal life as well, where she wants shit the way she wants it and it has to be perfect and all this shit. So, and the funny part is he was trying to get a prenup signed, right?
Right.
Actually got married, but it never. The lawyers was taking too long to make it happen. And then when he realized how she was like so crazy as to spend money, he finally called everything off. So the prenup never got signed, but all the shit that she's asking for, the $10 million, the house.
Wasn't it like 50? Wasn't it like 50 million she was asking for?
Was it 50 million?
I think it was 50 million. Yeah, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think it was. No, yeah, you're right. It was 50 million. I was thinking 10 because her fucking ring, her engagement ring cost 10 million.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Now, they were supposed to sign the prenup. The prenup was gonna allow her to get 50 million, keep the ring, and for him to buy her a mansion in like Beverly Hills or some shit. That was part of the prenup. But the prenup never got signed. But she knows the contents of the prenup, and she still wants all of that shit that was on the prenup.
Right.
So he's telling her she can't get it now because they never signed it. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So that's the issue. So now she's saying she wants the 50 million and the mansion and all that other shit.
She wants to activate the prenup even though it was never signed.
Wow.
So he's there with his lawyers trying to fight the whole situation. You see what I'm saying?
And so wait, Nick Cannon has children with this woman?
Nick Cannon is fucking crazy, man. Nick Cannon is crazy. Why you think Nick Cannon is always hosting something or doing something?
Right.
Because he can't stop working. If he stopped working, he's a dead man. Are you crazy?
Yo, oh my God, yo, that's crazy, man. Like, this chick is wild. How you expect? Like, I'm like, imagine, because like you, Mariah Carey, I'm sure you got money already, and you still demanding $50 million out of something you ain't even married. Like, come on, man. And you got your baby daddy still slaving away, giving you money. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ.
And she's whack, son.
Exactly. I mean,
she look alright, but it's only because of plastic surgery. So she hit the wall already. So
right, exactly. So she's done. She's done. Like, she needs to be happy that anybody's trying to even spit on her. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. But see,
that's the thing. That's the thing. That's why niggas gotta be careful, because when you put these chicks on pedestals, it's they lose their fucking minds, huh?
Right. Exactly. They
lose their fucking mind.
They start acting like like everything, like the world is just about them all day, all night, 24/7. He's just like, come on, son. Like, that's crazy.
Because you have to remember who you're dealing with. Mariah Carey was one of the fucking she was one of the highest selling female artists on the planet at one time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So her fucking ego is ridiculous.
So
you know what I'm saying? So I mean, you and then think of her track record of like all of the dudes that she been fucking with. She fucked with Jimmy Iovine, Eminem, Nick Cannon. Like, she only fuck with rich niggas. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And
exactly.
all of them walk away from her.
Right. Exactly. So it's funny because from that time Eminem made that song about her, you understand, you should have known, like, okay, this chick, something wrong with this chick. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, something wrong with her.
Like, come on, man. Because I'm like, if Eminem crazy ass going to say you crazy, that's that's saying something. Like, goddamn. Oh my goodness. Shit. Yeah, you guys got to stay away from these crazy chicks, man. It's not worth it. And this is the part that annoys me, is the fact that, she's like grandma status right now. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So how you still acting like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, son. Like, that shit. That shit's sad. You know what I mean? That shit is sad. But
so
anyway.
my dudes, don't ever let no female think she's more important than your purpose, man. Because this is the type of shit that happens, B.
For real.
Because this billionaire nigga, this Australian billionaire dude, you think he became a billionaire by fucking believing that a female, no matter how fly she is more important than the business that he has to do, or the shit that he has to take care of?
Real talk.
I mean, this nigga's about making billions. He gonna spend his time with a chick that's wasting thousands to millions of dollars just to get flowers delivered to her on any year, just because it feels like.
And you know what's funny though? You know what's funny? You know what the funny part is that, like, it shows his mind state and her mind state, because he's a billionaire and he's saying, yo, you spending too much money. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how the fuck a billionaire? He's like, yo, that's not in the budget, girl. Like, what you talking about? Like, so he's about his money. He's about money management. He's about his papers. So he ain't sitting. He's like, I'm not gonna be here, because he's probably looking at her like, yo, if I keep fucking with her, I'm gonna have to go get a job or something, because I'm gonna lose all my money with this chick. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Come on, man. That's crazy. I'm like, that's crazy. And I'm sure him, being in a position he's in, he could get, hotter, younger, more cooperative chicks than Mariah Carey. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, he probably just won her because she's Mariah Carey. You feel what I mean? But still, I'm like, come on, man. That's just whack.
His previous, I think wife she was in her heyday. She was a supermodel.
Right.
So he could fuck with supermodels anytime he wants.
Right.
Yeah. Mariah Carey done hit the wall. Like, granted, she probably still look good, because she has the money to keep herself up. But you're not competing with a naturally, firm and hot, sexy ass 20-something-year-old. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
You're not. You understand? Because you need surgery, you need plastic, you need push-up bras, you need all that dumb shit.
Oh man, I just it's sad. The real victim here though is Nick Cannon. I mean, this guy, Jesus.
I don't know what he was doing.
Jesus Christ, man. He just need a. I don't know, man. He need to call it a day and get him a regular hot chick, man. That's what niggas need to start doing. Just get these regular hot chicks that ain't never been nowhere, and
right.
that they'll be appreciative. Hopefully, you feel what I'm saying? Because
right.
but then you gotta. It's almost like you gotta balance it out. Because like if you get a chick that ain't never been nowhere, but then you take her somewhere, then she gonna start
right.
feeling like, oh well. I need more of this and more of that. Like, because look at someone like Amber Rose. She's a chick that ain't been nowhere, that got taken somewhere, and now look what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? And no,
right.
no hate to Amber Rose, but you see what I'm saying? You feel me? Like,
right.
It's like, god damn, like, chill the fuck out. And my thing is
niggas paid her just a little bit of attention, and now it's
right.
Fucking,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a fucking crazy situation.
Like, if you a chick that worked and did something and grinded and shit and did your thing, I give you that. But if you was just like, you was hot and niggas wanted to fuck you, and now it's like, what I mean? It's just like, come on, it's not the same thing. It's not the fucking same thing, man. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But anyway, so in other news, I thought this was weird. Dave Chappelle is supposed to be hosting Saturday Night Live, I think next week. Is that next week is happening? That he's supposed to be hosting
next week, yes.
That's going to be weird.
And also don't forget the fact that musical guest is A Tribe Called Quest, or what's left of A Tribe Called Quest. Meaning Q-Tip and Ali Shaheed. And they're coming out with a new album that's going to feature a bunch of people. But Andre 3000 is one of the people that's going to be on the album.
Nice. That's gonna be,
and I think Kanye West might probably. I don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy though, because I'm thinking about the Saturday Night Live thing. I'm like, why would Dave Chappelle even do Saturday Night Live? You know what I'm saying? It's like Saturday Night Live is whack. You know what I mean? Like maybe Dave Chappelle. Hopefully Dave Chappelle's writing some of the material for this episode, because I'm just like. Dave Chappelle had the Dave Chappelle show, which was way like just beyond funnier than Saturday Night Live could ever dream of being. You feel what I'm saying? And so I'm like, how do you get Dave Chappelle to do Saturday Night Live? You know what I'm saying?
Well, all right, I'm gonna talk about that, but real quick, the new Tribe Called Quest album is going to be featuring Andre 3000, Kendrick Lamar, and Elton John, just to name 3 people.
Okay, wow, that's crazy.
Okay, and so to go with your question, remember that Dave Chappelle was always one of them celebrities that love to promote like hip hop and all of that shit. Remember he did the Dave Chappelle Block Party,
right? And
he actually broke a few artists from putting them on the Dave Chappelle show as musical guests. Remember?
Right.
Like he helped out Kanye West a lot.
Right.
Kanye West and Common.
Right.
That whole good music movement. That shit was made popular in part by Dave Chappelle.
Right.
So that's something to consider. So I think a big deal is the fact that he's helping Tribe to promote this new album.
The
you
new
see what I'm saying?
album. Right.
I think
so
that's one of the major parts of it.
Right. So he's
now,
like using the platform.
Part, yeah, right. Using the platform. Now the other part is that everybody wants to see Dave Chappelle do more skits,
right?
Sketch comedy. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So NBC is using this situation to gain viewership and to I guess kind of give the people what they want. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So hopefully this shit better be funny, because if Dave Chappelle is helping write the then the shit should be funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Cause I'm like he gotta help with some of the writing, or some of his or people from his team or whoever the fuck. Cause I'm like, if they're writing for Dave Chappelle, that would be the equivalent of like Lil Yachty writing for Nas. You feel what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
I'm like, what? Like, come on, man.
And
So,
I mean, you know what? And I really don't even know who the fuck Little Yachty is. So
you don't need to. You don't need to.
But I know he ain't no nah. So.
You don't need to know these things. Yo, all these new niggas, man. Oh my god, shit. Should get me pissed off, man. Just a waste of fucking studio time. Anyways, like goddamn. But anyway, the last article, the last story we're gonna talk about before we go on break is So there was a story about this Asian girl who has she had 20 boyfriends, and so
I want to pause on that for a second.
Exactly, we gotta give her a hand clap for that though.
Yeah, for real.
Yo, Jesus Christ! But yeah, so
pause on that shit for a second. Notice, my niggas. Notice. That's why you gotta really never forget what you're there for, son. Because you will get used by these broads. Because trust me, she's not all 20 niggas.
Exactly.
She's not fucking all 20 niggas. I'm telling you, most of them niggas is in the friend zone, but they just don't know it. The article is written as she has 20 boyfriends.
Right.
But it's really just that. She has 20 guys who are her friends. She's probably, matter of fact, I could bet money that the nigga that she's giving the pussy to didn't have anything to do with this article.
Real talk. For real.
The nigga that she's actually giving up the pussy to don't got nothing to do with this article. Now, with that being said, please continue.
Right. So basically, this Asian chick, she got 20 of her boyfriends to buy her iPhones. And then she supposedly sold the iPhones and to put a down payment on a house. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
So she was hustling heavy. And it was funny because Miles, I remember you sent me the clip of the Breakfast Club because Charlemagne gave her Donkey of the Day. Right. So you was asking why did he gave her Donkey of the Day. So then I actually listened to the clip, and he was saying the reason why he gave her Donkey of the Day was because he was saying, why would you get them to buy you the phones so that you got to waste your time to sell them when you could have just asked them for the money straight up? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I agree with that too. Like she could have just been like, look, give me some paper and I'm going to do what I got to do. You feel
but I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because this further proves my point. Right?
Right.
She was fucking the 20 niggas.
Right, they would have given the paper.
She could easily ask them for the bread. Do you understand? For the money.
Right.
Easily. But she further proves my fucking point that she got 20 niggas in the friend zone, my nigga.
Right. Exactly.
And she said, I really want a new iPhone 7.
Right.
Because it's easier for a dude to give a girl a gift than it is to just hand her money. Because think about a friend zone simp ass nigga.
Right.
If he gives a girl money, he's gonna be like, well, I don't know, I feel like, I'm just giving you money and that's kind of like cheap. And our relationship means more than that to me because I'm a simp and I'm a fucking idiot. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm putting you on a goddamn pedestal because you have a vagina and I really want to fuck you, but you won't give me the pussy.
Right.
So I'll give you a gift because it makes more sense to me as a simp.
Right.
And she knows that. And she's like, yo, what's the most expensive thing I could get these niggas to buy me and I could put a down payment on this house?
Right.
The iPhone, my nigga. But see, you can ask them for a MacBook. A MacBook is like $2,000, right?
Right.
But the iPhone is like an everyday thing. And it's an easy game because it's like, yo, my phone is messing up. The last time you tried to call me,
right,
or the last time you tried to text me good morning, it didn't go through because my phone is messing up. I need a new phone. Oh, my God.
Exactly. And they're like, I'll get it for you. Don't worry. I got you.
Exactly. You understand? Because if she just asked them for money, it's like, oh man, like, all right. You know, see, Charlamagne, there's a lot of things Charlamagne don't understand about the game, because you got to understand something with money. Money, like straight up cash money.
Right.
It's easy. Let's just say these niggas found out about the whole situation. It's easier for them to file a complaint and take her to court, because it's money, it's business. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I buy you an iPhone, that's a gift.
That's a gift, right? Exactly.
That's a gift. You can't come at me for no gift, because you thought about it yourself. Ask yourself, what does this person need? And you went to the store and got it for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You didn't put the funds in my hand. And you can't say that I tricked you into giving me money, or you can't tell nobody that I sucked your dick and you gave me money and all of this and all of that. So you can't charge me with prostitution. You can't charge me with any type of fraud. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the end of the day, you went and bought me a gift. Now, once you get me a gift, it's my prerogative what I do with that gift.
Right, exactly, because it's
you
yours
understand?
now. Like,
I have
you gave
every
it to
right after that to do what the fuck I want with the gift. So if I got 20 of you niggas all believing the same shit, and 20 of y'all niggas get me a $700 phone, and then I turn right back around and sell it back on the internet for $650 a pop, or she probably could have sold it for even more, because right now the iPhone 7 is on back order.
Right.
The shit is on back order, so you could probably go on. The shit is what? It's like $800 or $750 or something for the lowest model.
Right.
You go on, because honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm waiting for my fucking iPhone 7. I ordered my shit, and the shit is on back order. You understand?
You sure you ain't buy it from her? You ain't.
Hell fucking no. I ordered that shit from Sprint for myself. I don't do that type of shit. You crazy? Right.
Oh my
shame
God.
on you for even saying that.
Yo, now you know what though? The nigga that just dumped Mariah Carey need to holler at this chick, because she know how to do shit with money. You feel me?
Exactly.
So that's who he need on his team.
He need a bitch like that with ingenuity, son, and resourcefulness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the iPhone is on back order. The shit costs $700. She could go on there and get it and sell it for probably $1,200, son.
Right.
You understand? Or whatever the equivalent is, because I think they in China or wherever they at selling it for yen or whatever. I don't know.
Right.
But the point I'm trying to make is the shit is on back order. She could get mad money for the shit. So at least she got $20,000. She can make.
Right. That's crazy.
See what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And put a lovely down payment on a house. Listen, that bitch. She's not donkey of the day, man.
Exactly.
She is not donkey of the day. She is player of the year. What are you talking about?
For real.
Fuck out of here. Fuck Charlamagne. Charlamagne don't understand the game.
That's crazy. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
He needs to listen. He needs to start listening to this show.
Pretty
sign
much.
up for the fucking Bad Boy membership himself. Because he don't understand the game.
Yo, it's crazy because it's funny because what you said made perfect sense, because you notice, like, you was like, hey, they probably in the friend zone. And like you said, the fact that they giving her the freaking iPhones and all that other shit, that right there definitely sort of shows you that's like really could be a possibility. Like, I think that's really what's going on, because like you said, and like a dude you fucking is, you could get money out of dude you fucking. Like a chick will be like, yeah, let me hold some money, and then the guy be like, whatever, because I'm fucking you, or you my girl, or whatever it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But when it's like a nigga that's just sort of like, lurking around, you feel what I'm saying? And then you're like, oh, my phone's broken. Oh, I'll get you one out, because friend zone niggas is always trying to prove themselves. You feel what I'm saying? They always trying to get into like the good graces of the chick. They always feel like, what can I do to get her to like me? So all these niggas is like, oh, let me buy her these phones, and then she's gonna be, feeling niggas. So it's fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. Right. Oh my God.
Plus, on the flip side too, if she's fucking a nigga, it's probably a real nigga, right?
Right.
And most real niggas, they gonna look at it like, bitch, I'm already giving you dick, so I don't need to give you shit.
Right, exactly.
I don't need to give you money. I don't need to give you an iPhone. I don't need to give you nothing but good dick. So kiss my ass. Like, nothing. I don't need to give you nothing.
Right, exactly. Real fucking talk, man. Oh my God, that shit crazy. But anyway, so listen, we're gonna take a quick break, right? And when we come back, we're gonna be talking about cuffing season. You feel me? So you guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show.
Do you want to learn the easiest way to have more sex with more women? Then get the critically acclaimed book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. In this book, you'll learn everything you need to know about attracting and sleeping with beautiful women. That's How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Get your copy today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com. Are you an actor who needs headshots? Do you have an event or a wedding coming up and you need a photographer? If you do, make sure you go to pavionphoto.com. Pavion is a professional photographer who will supply you with high-quality video and photography services for any event. Contact him at pavionphoto.com. That's Pavion photo.com. Pavionphoto.com.
All right, people. We are back on the Bad Boy Show.
Yo, I just want to say something real quick. I need. There's a reason why I suggested that story with the Asian chick and the 20 dudes be a part of the news lineup, because y'all cats need to take note of this type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like, y'all need to take note. Like, the original. They always tell you this shit. Any pimp would tell you. Any OG pimp nigga would tell you that the female is the original pimp, son.
She pimping the dudes, man.
Seriously, the female is the one who taught the male pimp how to do the shit. You understand what I'm saying? The female is the one who taught the young man how to pimp bitches. Now, this chick in the story, she's straight pimping, son. Because that's what pimps do. They get a gang of hoes to trick date, and they save up them. What was the name of that nigga? Pretty something.
Who that? Which one?
The nigga became a millionaire, and the FBI arrested him and shit. You remember?
Oh, right. I forgot his name, though. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. His name was Pretty something. Yo, and that nigga, that's what he did. He used all the money that his hoes was making in the street and bought a fucking mansion.
Mm-hmm.
And had these chicks living in the lap of luxury all through pimping. Through pimping.
Right.
And this chick is basically doing the same shit, but she understood the new pimping game, where it's like, yo, these friend zone niggas will do anything you say just as long as they believe that one day they might smell the pussy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And she came up on a fucking house, homie. She came up on a house. And that's a hefty down payment. Yo, that'll make you, if you put, the bigger your down, I don't know if anybody, for y'all cats who don't really know about mortgages and house ownership and all that shit, the bigger the down payment you put on a house is the smaller your monthly payment on the mortgage is going to be.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So she get a $20,000 down payment. She could be fucking living in a mini mansion or even a mansion, depending on the area she bought the house in. She could be living in like a $500,000 house.
Right.
And only paying like maybe $500-$600 a month on the mortgage.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That'd be crazy.
So,
and imagine all that just from the fucking friend zone niggas. You feel what I'm saying?
all that from friend zone and dumb niggas. Like, that's what I'm saying. Brothers, bad boys, and niggas who's not on the membership yet, yo, www.badboymembership.com.
Exactly.
And if not, at least go to undeniablegame.com.
Mm-hmm.
Check this shit out, because it's the game, but this shit is not a game. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There's real shit popping off out here, off of this simping, off of this, putting bitches on the pedestal, off of not knowing what the game is.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Real shit is popping off. Bitches is coming up on houses, and they're not even fucking niggas.
Exactly.
Are you crazy?
Oh man, it's insane out here. It's fucking insane out here. It's insane, man. You gotta understand the game. You gotta understand what the hell's going on around here, man. Like, real talk, because either you're gonna be the person that's benefiting or you're gonna be the victim. So I mean, I don't know what else to say to you. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to that shit. That's how we try to tell dudes. But and talking about game, this whole cuffing season shit is part of the game. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the fucking game, man. And so for those who don't know, cuffing season is basically, the time of year, usually winter, when it gets colder, around the holidays, around, let's say like, October to about like, maybe February or something like that, January, February, you know what I mean? That cold season and shit, and then so what happens is that people want to get together, and especially women, they're looking for, a dude to really get close with. You feel what I'm saying? They're looking for a guy to bring to Thanksgiving dinner, a guy to bring around the family as their new boyfriend for Christmas. You feel what I'm saying? So,
right.
So, what you got to understand is when it comes to cuffing season, you got to take advantage of this time of year. You understand what I'm saying? You got to take advantage of the fact that women are out here really trying to make it happen. So a lot of women will start to, cooperate a little bit more, than usual. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're really trying to make something happen. They don't want to be, going through the holidays by themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Right. It's crazy. Right. It's crazy.
For all my sports cats out there, for all my cats in the sports, the cuffing season is basically the fourth quarter, the ninth inning. Mm-hmm. The 2-minute warning. You understand?
Right.
The game is almost the year is almost over. So the game starts January 1st, New Year's Day. You understand? That's when the game starts. But cuffing season is like the last part. Like when everybody, like when the party's over and the lights come on and you see all the niggas running up on bitches like yo, so let me get your number real quick. Blah blah blah. You feel me? Like it's starting to get cold and niggas is about to go in the house. So everybody's like, yo, what's good? Like, let me get your number real quick. So this is what it's about. It's almost over. So you got to get out there and get your mouthpiece crispy.
Right, because the thing is this: you got to understand when it gets colder outside. Because I remember this dude hit me up on an email the other day, asking about this. Like, he's like, how do you go out and holler at chicks when it's going to be starting to get cold? And so the thing is that you want to be able to get chicks in position before it really gets to that point where it's really cold outside and it's getting that extra winter vibe going on, because around that time, that's when most people are just like going to be inside. That's when most people are just going to be doing the Netflix and chill. That's when you're going to be, instead of going to the club, instead of going to the bar, you're going to be just calling up or dialing up the chick and going straight to a crib. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to be taking a cab to a crib. She's going to be taking a cab to your crib. And then that's what it's going to be. But it's not going, that's going to be hard to happen. It's going to be a harder thing to do if you don't sort of prepare for it now. You feel what I'm saying? Or as soon as possible. You feel what I mean? Because the thing is that a lot of times the type of situations that you're going to get yourself in when it comes to you getting something popping with a chick in certain situations is the fact that you did something today that is going to help you out a couple weeks later. You feel what I'm saying? Or if something's happening today that with a chick, it's because you spoke to her prior a couple weeks back. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to really sort of, build that situation for yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And the thing is that, when it's around this time of year, you want to definitely get it to that point where when it's those, it's like 10 degrees outside, when it's that, freezing below zero type of joint, you feel what I mean? And it's a Saturday night, ain't nobody going to be out on the streets going out like that. You feel what I'm saying? So if you ain't got nothing popping, then then you just like, it's just going to be harder for you. You feel what I'm saying? If you want something to go down. So you got to take advantage of that shit.
It's like the squirrels collecting nuts. You know what I'm saying? You got to prepare for the winter, my nigga.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And on top of that, what's funny is that what most people don't do, which they should, is that when it's cuffing season, this is the time where you really need to be on online dating, because they even did studies about this where they was talking about like how usually when the weather's cold or when the weather's not that great, that's when there's more people online. You understand what I'm saying? Even if, let's say, if you're on OkCupid actually sends you like messages through your email to say, hey, it's raining outside, is this, is that, and then they'll be like, there's more people actually on the site right now. You feel what I'm saying? So so you gotta take advantage of that. So the thing is,
you see, fellas, weather conditions are a part of the game, son. You understand? Like in football, like when it's raining or it's snowing, like it's gonna be less traction on the field.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be less visibility for the wide receivers to catch the ball. So they might be running more. They might be doing more running plays instead of long receiver plays and shit like that.
Right.
You can tell I'm not all the way into sports like that. I know a little bit about a little bit. But you understand what I'm saying? The weather conditions, the conditions affect the game. So know the conditions and utilize that to your benefit when you spitting the game out there.
Right. Real talk. And what's interesting about cuffing season, I always get this question when it comes to this topic, is that dudes, they ask me, they say, should you wife up a chick in cuffing season? Like, should you, be with this one girl and, have that girlfriend, boyfriend type of vibe? Like, is that necessary? Like, do you need for that to happen in order for a chick to want to really fuck with you on that level? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, the thing is, this is the funny part. You don't necessarily need to do all of that. The thing is, if it happens naturally to where you and that chick are vibing, you understand, and y'all feeling each other, what usually happens is that since it's cold outside, since it's, cuffing season, since the weather's crazy, since there's not that much going on because people are not really trying to get out that much in the the winter or whatever, what happens is that something goes down where it's like you and her, if y'all like each other even halfway, you feel what I'm saying? Y'all end up, sort of sticking it out just because of that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not even like you're going to say, do I want to? You might just be like, fuck it, I might as well. You feel what I'm saying? At this point. because what happens is that since around this time of year, it's, the whole like going out, because trust me, when it's 10 degrees outside and it's Friday night, you understand, you might still say, hey, I'll go out or whatever, but your motivation's gonna be not that great to really like go out and go to some bar and go to some club and all this other stuff. And in certain spots, there still might be a couple of people out here and there, but it's the whole vibe is different. So now when you meet a chick who she's cute, you like her, y'all having sex, you understand, y'all chilling with each other, then you sort of stick that out just based off of the situation. You understand? But it's not necessarily you need to do it. All I'm saying is that what might happen is that you just might end up falling into that situation. Now, here's the funny part, though. Usually around, let's say, New Year's, time, this is when the breakups start happening. Because because the fact that most people actually just got together in cuffing season just because they wanted to cuff somebody in that time of year. Right. It was never really anything substantial. So even like I was saying, just now about you sort of chilling with the girl, having sex with her, whatever, it's more of a you're getting with her or you're dealing with her out of convenience, and she in certain cases might be doing that too. So as the new year comes, because when it's New Year's, everybody's trying to do some new shit. They're like, oh, it's New Year's, I got to make a resolution, I got to be a better person, I got to do this, yada yada yada. So that and all of the fucking the holidays are done. You understand? So then they feel like, well, you start to look at the person that you with, and you're like, I don't know about this. So a lot of times what happens is that around that time, people start breaking up. You understand? And it's still sort of like cuffing season technically because of the weather. You understand? But it's sort of like the tail end of cuffing season. So people are like, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I'm good. You know what I mean? And I remember, I think I saw somewhere I was reading a while ago where they said that, I think they said January statistically is the month where the most breakups happen. So I thought that was interesting. So I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I got to look up that statistic again to see if it's still like that. But I remember reading that was the the month that most people break up and shit. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense because around that time, that's when it's New Year. You know what I'm saying? Cuffing season's about to sort of like end off and everything. And motherfuckers is just like, yeah, I'm tired of laying up with this person I was sort of just, using for some warmth or some shit. You feel me? Like, fuck it, I'm done. It's over. It's a wrap.
Me with that thing, I would say like, just try your best to enjoy your time and kind of wait it out. Like, not
Right.
if because sometimes these chicks might try to like, I don't know, try to pressure a nigga or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, do what you feel you need to do.
Mm.
And if she's too overbearing, then charge her because
Right,
like,
pretty much.
yeah, I'm always ready to charge a bitch. That's me.
Exactly.
What I say is just try to enjoy time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, don't worry about it until, like you said, like January and February when spring start rolling back around and things start to, the weather starts to clear up and options start to open up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I say, don't take it too seriously. Just really enjoy the time. Like so learn how to speak to a bitch. So if she wants that shit, like, oh well, what are we calling this? And
Right.
what do we need? Just be like, look, man, like you are like I'm really enjoying spending time with you. Like you're really cool. I care about you and all that stuff. I don't know what else to tell you at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? But if sometimes the pussy can be crazy shit, and you want to say something to kind of make sure you in there.
Right.
But don't compromise yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't compromise yourself. If a bitch got to get charged, you got to get charged.
Right.
Because you don't really want to be dealing with such an insecure person anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, man. But at the end of the day, guys, just take advantage of cuffing season because it's
yes.
Chicks they out here they trying to get some shit popping. You feel me? And just make that shit happen, man. I remember I used to tell chicks, be like, yo, it's winter time. I would literally tell them like, listen, you're gonna have to call me because it's cuffing season, right? Like I'll let them know just so they.
Yep. that's tip number 225. Like you can literally use that as a part of your game at this point.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Real,
like
for real.
you could talk about that shit. Be like, yo, it's really, really cold. So, the question is, who you gonna be Netflixing and chilling with? You feel
exactly.
It's about to get cold, baby girl.
For real.
So, what are your favorite shows? So we can get this shit popping.
Exactly. Like bring that shit to reality. To like, yo, it is what it is. Like I'm choosing you. I'm choosing you out of all the chicks because we got to make this last for the winter or something. So
exactly, and don't be afraid to get you a chick that's a little bit thicker than you would usually like. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the ones that keep you warm and it's cold and shit.
Exactly. But anyway, so we out of time, people. Anything else you want to say, Miles, before we get out of here?
Yo, www.badboymembership.com, man. Stop fucking around, man. These bitches out here coming up on houses, gaming niggas, man. You gotta get your game tight too, man.
Exactly.
It's serious out here, man.
Exactly.
It's so fucking serious, man. Like, yo. And don't get it twisted. There's a few niggas out here that got chicks on the team, unloading gifts and money too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's niggas out here coming up, but you gotta be the type of nigga to get your game right. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, maybe you're just not that type of dude, because every dude is not that type of dude to want to get gifts and this, that, and the third. But the point is, using the game to get exactly what you want.
Pretty much.
The only way to do that is to have a better understanding of the game. And
exactly.
We got it right here for you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, guys, make sure you go to badboymembership.com. Make sure you go to undeniablegame.com. And we are out of here. We will see you guys later. Remember, The truth is inside you. Peace. We're gone.
Happy cuffing season.
Yeah, we out.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.